Today we're going to do the follow-up on how to survive the zombie apocalypse. We're going to look at starting a fire with a few essentials that you may need to start a fire in the wild. So be prepared, have your cotton fluff with Vaseline handy. Good old-fashioned petroleum jelly will do the job with some cotton wads. You roll the cotton wads in the petroleum jelly. First open the petroleum jelly, take a roll of cotton wad and roll it in the cotton wad, in the petroleum jelly. Once you've prepared your kindling, you are ready to go. Have a fire striker ready. Now I've put various ferroranous rods here. As you can see, they're all well used. We've done this a few times. Remember, if you don't get it first strike, practice makes perfect. So be prepared and practice a few times before you head out into the zombie apocalypse. There are various methods you can use. You can use the back of a Leatherman saw. I've chosen the Leatherman Signal. The back of the saw is particularly sharp and useful for striking flints. An Opinel carbon is also very handy for doing this. It's a reasonably inexpensive knife and comes in various sizes. I've chosen the number 8 just because it's what I had. It also makes an incredible spark. If you're a Swiss Army knife fanatic, a Victorinox with an awl is your best bet. The awl makes an awesome spark. If you're worried about not using a ferroranous rod, Cape Union Mart sells these lighters. They're gas butane lighters. Remember to carry a refill. They're particularly handy for lighting stuff and reasonably safe. Zenga makes a good gas lighter as well. And there's always the good old-fashioned trusty Zippo. Now, we're going to focus on starting a fire with a ferroranous rod. So first of all, let me just get my camera positioned. Get all the inflammable matter out the way. By the way, you can also get fire starters. These are commercially available, easy to use, and I always carry a few in my bag spare. Stormproof matches are another good investment. They're packed in a waterproof casing and will light even in the worst of gales. So if the wind packs up, you definitely want to have that handy. In any event, let's pack our gear out the way. Now I'm going to use a Coughlin's fire starter. These are fairly hard ferroranous rods. The starter that comes with it is useless. But with a little coaxing and a Swiss Army knife awl, we can start a beautiful fire. Let's have a look. Now we take the kindling and we feed the fire. And like I said, if you don't get it first time, or with the first strike, a few attempts may be necessary. Now let's have a look at how the Leatherman signal fares up against the Swiss Army knife All. This is just for comparative purposes. I'm not a rep. Again, we'll use the Coughlin's fire starter. You can use the cotton ball more than once, just fluff it up a bit. I find striking it close to the kindling and by pulling back on the fire starter, the fire rod, you get the best effect. Wow. Now we can also use the Opinel spine. So let me try that. There we go, we have a beautiful flame. Again, feed the fire. And those are some of the bug out essentials that you'll find in any decent bug out bag. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit the like button, and let's just focus on the kit again. Get a small bag to keep your fire lighters, fire rod, and a striker in. These are handy by C2 Summit. They're not waterproof, but they're very cozy. Alright. Thank you, and remember to hit the like button.